Hey friends, Belinda here. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I post weekly workouts so that you can stay strong, fit, and fierce with me each and every week. If you're new here, make sure you consider subscribing. For our Power Pilates series, I've got a killer booty workout for you using the strength and grace of Pilates-inspired movements to sculpt a tight and toned derriere. I will be using a mat and a towel for some of our prone exercises to protect and support the pubic bone area. If you get an amazing booty burn with me today, I want you to click that like button below and show me some support. Now let's get ready for our gluteal workout. Starting in our quadruped position, wrists go directly underneath those shoulders and knees go directly underneath those hips. Let's begin to lift and lower in a parallel position. Lift and squeeze. Really taking your thigh and shin to face towards the mat here. Make sure that you're not arching in the back. So try not to arch in the back like this. Really make sure that you're zippering the core strongly in towards the midline here. And then squeezing the gluteal head to the top. A soft bend through your elbows, so don't hyperextend within your elbow joints. Lift and press. Lift and lower. Now from here, externally rotate up and down. Lift. So we're still maintaining the hip bones parallel down in towards the earth. Lift and lower, press. Squeeze. So you might notice that you might get a little bit more height within this externally rotated position. Lift. Drop the shoulders down the back. Make sure there's a nice long spine here. Reach the toe tip away from the body, creating this gorgeous line from the toe tip. All the way from the hip, reaching out with energy through the toe. Hold here, let's come down to that forearm. We've got a high arabesque pulse here. So squeezing through that gluteal, lift and press up and out through the shoulders, and then finding that glute isolation all the way up to the top. From here, prop it back in, flex that foot, cross it, pull in and cross. So now we're tapping into the tricep and then hitting it on a diagonal. Squeeze across. So you're going to be getting some oblique work here as you drive into the tricep. Still minimal range of motion in the pelvis, so we're not sort of swishing the hips all the way around, side to side. We're staying nice and stabilized through the pelvis here. Striking hard towards that diagonal. Hold it here. Let's pulse it. Keep the knee lifted, so don't let it hang down here. Really keep it up and lifted. Press it across, firing up that derriere. Press across in 4, 3, 2, last one. We've got the opposite side, so we take a quick transition to the opposite side. Press into quadruped, parallel the leg behind you, and then push up and out of those shoulders. Zipper up the core, rotate and extend. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, no arching, don't dip it or dump into your spine. Zipper up, pull the navel in, lift and up. Squeeze, really finding the gluteal contraction. You've got to put your mind into the muscle that we're working today, which is the booty. Lift, if you haven't already noticed. Lift and lower, press. Up and down. Pressing shoulders down, gaze is gently beyond your mat. Press, lift. Now from here, external rotation. Up and press. And again, you'll feel that you can go a little bit higher this time, but make sure that you're not opening the hip like this. Keep those hips nice and square towards your mat. Reach the toe away. So think of lengthening the leg from hip socket out with energy through your toe tips here. Reach and press. Core is stabilized here. Lift using the strength and grace of these Pilates-inspired movements today. Up and press. We've got those pulses. Here we go. We pulse it up. Now, push the mat away. Lift up and out of the shoulders, so don't sink into your shoulders. Push up and out. Pulse and squeeze. up and press. We come right away up into that quadruped. We flex and cross. Keep that leg lifted. Remember, stabilizing within the pelvis here. Really controlling the movements. Feeling the oblique as we tricep tap, and then squeezing the glute as we cross into that diagonal. Breathe through it. Squeeze. Extend, so find that large range of motion here, but always in control. Now from here, hold it, pulse it across, keep the knee lifted, don't let it dip down. Up and press. Squeeze across. Activating both cheeks here in 4, 3, 2. Last one, release. Setting up in a side-leg position for our rainbow taps. So from here we'll go knee to knee and then toe to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe press. In, up, and around. So big rainbow. Stabilize the hips here. So no rocking back and forth through your hips. And press. Tap it in, open, press. In and out. Tap in, knee up to ceiling. And then from here we've got our big clam. Bring legs together. And then we take the toe tips up as we open and close to our clam. Open and squeeze. Knee up to the ceiling. Press. Up and squeeze. Knee up to ceiling. And then squeeze the legs together. Push up and out through the shoulder here. Press. Up and squeeze. Lift. If you want to advance any of these exercises, you can always lift that top elbow, or you can modify from here. From here we go into our extension and then bring those legs back together. Lift, knees back. Extend and squeeze. Knee up. Rotate in. So the knee goes up to ceiling. Extend it out. Starting to feel it burn a little bit more through that gluteal. Bring it a little bit deeper. Press up and bring it back in. We switch to the opposite side. So it's a quick transition as we sweep the legs around, coming up and out. Sideline position, we go into our rainbows from here. So we tap the knee in and then big rainbow tap here. So knee to knee and then open press. Knee to knee and then open. You might notice that one hip is a little bit tighter than the other, so you might lack mobility in one side. I'm a little bit tighter in this side, so range of motion is going to be compromised. And press. And that's okay, we all have imbalances. It's trying to work through those imbalances and strengthen both sides equally. In from here, we've got our open and close, big clamshell press, open and press, lift and lower, up and press, knee goes up, slowly bring it back in, reach and press, knee and thigh reaching up to the ceiling, up and press. Now from here, we move on into our extension. Up, extend, bring it back in, and then we reach to that high extension or low extension if that's where your mobility takes you today. Absolutely fine, we've got to start somewhere, right? Press, and it's okay if we lack the flexibility, if we're working out together. Each week we're going to gain that strength, we're going to gain that flexibility together as a team. Up, press. One more, here we go. Lift it, squeeze, and press. Now, this is where I'm going to implement the towel. So I've got a towel doubled up here. I'm going to place it down where my hip bones would be, protecting out the pubic bone. So from here, extend those legs nice and wide on the mat. We'll extend, squeeze, point. So we'll lift up, flex, hug and meet, point. Lift, press, So you'll really feel the gluteals activate as you flex and lift. Press, squeeze, and lengthen. Lift. Getting some calf work in there as well. Lift, hug, and press. Pull the belly in, navel pulling in. One last one right here. And then from here, let's bend at the knees, flex the feet firmly, drop the shoulders down, scoop the belly in. We lift and lower, up, lift. Ooh, that's really burning here. Lift. Pull navel in, don't let the belly hang out. Scoop the belly in, lift. Burns so good. From here, we add an advancement. We lift, mermaid tail, press, try to get those thighs off the mat, and keep them lifted the entire time. This is our last exercise, guys. Let's push through it. Press. Getting stronger through each repetition together. Up, one, last one, we've got it, up, squeeze, and release. From here, let's remove that towel away. We deserve a nice gluteal stretch as we press and sink into our heels here. Breathe. Coming up and extending the legs forward from here, let's take it into a cradle stretch. Flex the feet in front of you, and then we'll cradle the leg into a 90-degree position. Make sure you're not rounded here. Really lift up and out through the chest. You can stay here, or if you want, you can take a little rock action. Or you can stay stabilized here and just try to pull gently in towards the chest. Flex your toe tips up towards the ceiling. Long, long spine here. Breathe. If you want to stay here, you're absolutely welcome to stay there for this stretch. But I'm going to just hold for a couple more counts and then take it into the opposite side. Gently release. We've got the opposite side. Flex the foot, cradle out into that 90-degree position. Try to open that knee outward. Remember, you can stay here or you can take a little gentle rock. That's pretty tight in there. We did a lot of work to work through that gluteal. It's great to give yourself a little love and stretch after. Now lift through the spine, pull the leg in, flex through the toe tips. Remember, you can stay here however long that you would like. Breathe, inhale, pull a little bit closer here. Inhale, exhale, deepen the stretch. Gently release the leg down, breathe it in, inhale. Exhale out. Excellent work, guys. I will see you on the next workout.